Getting old is a, you fill in the blank. You know that oftentimes there's an expression that goes along with that. I don't think it is growing old is a wonderful thing, though it should be, though it absolutely should be. Here's the point. To be an ageless athlete, you have to break away from the pack. You have to be willing to think differently. You have to be willing to say, I'm not going to do what everyone else does unless what they're doing is enhancing their overall physicality. I've heard people say, wait till you're 50, wait till you're 60. You can go on and on and on with it. In other words, when you get to that point, you won't be able to do the things that you love to do that make you feel good and that are physically interesting to you. I just interviewed a gentleman within the last year. He's 100 years old and he's still jogging. He's still competing in races to the best of his ability. And that's what this is all about. It doesn't mean you have to be a superb athlete. It can be anyone. But to develop the lifestyle, you've got to get rid of the naysayers in your life. Don't get rid of them, but at least don't listen to them. You know, in other words, if you're a drinker and you decide to stop drinking, then you're probably going to lose some of those friends. If you're a smoker, if you're somebody that consumes a lot of desserts or a lot of carbohydrates that aren't good for you, you'll probably lose those friends when you stop doing those things. It's the same thing when you stop aging in a conventional manner. You will have a tough time finding people that understand it. But that doesn't really matter. Be who you are and stay ageless. The exercise I'm going to do today is one that we do in jiu-jitsu training. And you, unless you're a jiu-jitsuist, may not have done this particular exercise. I'm going to call it a whole body exercise because I don't think there's anything that's left out. But like always, if you have some physical limitations, we'll try to adapt it in some manner for you. This also requires a bit of coordination to pull this one off, and I've taught it to individuals in their 20s and teens, and they have a tough time with it. So here's what you have to do. These are called, I've heard them called Spider-Man, I've heard them called chameleons, spider walks, lizards. I don't care about the name. Choose a name, come up with something, but you'll see why. So these are done on the ground, and how I usually start these is by putting my right hand down on the ground, and I have my elbow and my arm touching my right leg with my knee being up, and my left foot is back, and my left arm is out. So you see this position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch. I'm going to take my right hand forward, and now I'm going to match my left leg with my left arm. And notice I'm staying low to the ground. When I reach out, I'm not bopping up. So now I take my left and switch, and my right and switch. Looks pretty simple. Puts pressure on the hips, on the arms, on the shoulders, legs, pretty much everything. Okay, so now I'm going to do it in succession. I'll move back. So now I'll do this going down the floor. Starting as we did, right, left, right. Reaching out, staying low. Not bopping the buttocks up. And that's it. Okay, I'm also going to do it sideways so you can see it. right, left, right, and left. Now for a modification, if that seems too simple, or actually too complex, I should say, do this. Just practice getting down, and for a moment, just hold this position. Okay? And then you can drop your knee, reposition your hands, put the left leg up, match your left arm to your left leg, right leg back, and just hold that. Just feel that position. This way, you can drop, and you don't have to feel the stress that you feel when you go down the floor. You do these in succession, a long run back and forth, it'll wind you. It's not an easy exercise. It's a good one too. So, this is George Kattouf for AgelessTimeless.com. Stay young.